From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Washington Commanders and the Miami Dolphins. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
Here we go. Set. Topper.
Wilson going to come out throwing. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him, but right now he's locked in and is in sync with his quarterback.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he stopped immediately there. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. They go play action now. Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. This is taken at the 23. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Channing Tindall is there for the tackle. This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And Howe will throw it. can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now they go play action with Howell.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. He's got room at the 30. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Commanders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
And they'll accept that penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Come on, set.
On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
61. Matchbox, right. Yep.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
Ready.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle.
To the 43, 2nd down. The Dolphins had a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10.
At the 38. To throw is Wilson. And this is caught. It's Brown.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On the double.
Play action. Now Wilson. Touchdown, Dolphins. From 21 yards away.
And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. There he goes, right side.
He will score. Touchdown, Washington.
I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Wilson.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
66. Bullet.
Here's Wilson to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Let's go, let's go.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Play action. It's Wilson. This will be caught by Brown. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Ready.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Wilson. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Here's Wilson. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Sanders' kick is good, and that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the football more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
They'll go play action. Howell.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Sanders now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to it.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, a touchdown on a kick return and now run through the air.
And the Commanders have retaken the lead.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
In motion, Hill.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Yeah, I think he's locked in.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now it's Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Now Wilson. He's going deep for Brown. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Quality coverage that time to slow down what's been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wilson. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
But he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. In motion, Hill. Wilson will throw again. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 20. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Second down, Howell back to pass. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, obviously, that is declined, and the result is a safety.
And what a momentum play that is, right? You never want to see a safety wiped out. You get the points, and you're going to get the ball back.
Fielded at about the 28. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Taken at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
On second down now. Knox.
And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here's Howell.
Slings this deep for McLaurin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. That'll give them 8 that time. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going
toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson on the right side. Open is Gesicki. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Wilson's throw caught by his receiver, Hill.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 2nd and 12, Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And the slot man goes in motion left. Here's Wilson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. 20, 10.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the tight end goes in motion left. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick 6.
That's out to the flat for Edmonds.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw it the opposite.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley, and the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll run on first down. Knox, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On second down, Knox, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Faking the handoff, Howell. Throw right side complete to Dotson. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. Steps away. And he'll just get rid of it.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Here's Howell to throw on second down. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
On first down, Knox, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders will add to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
They go play action now. Wilson. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
61. Matchbox. Light. Echo.
Now it's Wilson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
This offense so far on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2. Here's Howell.
And a quick throw here. That's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Foul to the air on 1st and 10.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
2nd down. Howell now.
Over the middle, complete. That's Thomas.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Sacked 4 times in the game already. And they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
On 3rd down, Knox. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And it's off the left upright. Oh, my goodness. Heartache. It's no good. And this will stay a one-score game as the lead holds at 8. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
He'll look to Gesicki on the out route. Ball is caught.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Come on, set.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Here's Wilson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Throwing now is Wilson. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Wilson to throw. Out route to Hill, complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Now they send a man in motion right. Now Wilson. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline. There's the head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it. Field goal time.
The 4th down pass from the 5 falls incomplete. And Washington is going to win the football game. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And he's got room. And they work this out past the 25. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Now a give, right side. Knox. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations? In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
This is fielded at the 27. A solid stiff arm. Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A victory there would mean they're 6th. The line ready for their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out and...
Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. It's Tariq Castro-Fields who picked it, and the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win.
So for Washington,
their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.